Proofpoint's Nexus People Risk Explorer helps organizations mitigate risk by easily integrating data from different products in your environment to provide daily visibility into your users who receive highly targeted, sophisticated threats and the likelihood of them falling for attacks. We also predict the potential impact to your organization if those users are compromised. This product is unique in the market because we provide a true people-centric approach to go beyond simply protecting people and focus on understanding your organization's cybersecurity risk. Our analysis helps you answer who poses the greatest risk, which security controls should I apply, to whom and how successful are my controls over time in reducing risk. We provide actionable answers to these questions and data insights in an easily understandable manner. Let's walk through a few scenarios. First, let's check imminent targets. You'll notice Carmine Bowman, who is in the imminent targets category and the #1 riskiest user in this organization. He works in payroll services and as a senior HR generalist. If you click on his student profile, you'll notice that his top vulnerabilities are that he's click-happy and has also not completed several security awareness training modules, each of these contributing to his overall risk score. Additionally, he has several privileges based on the group that he's part of and his role. Clicking on this eye icon will lead us to look more in depth at his student profile. You'll notice the full list of vulnerabilities, privileges, and attacks listed via integration with the Targeted Attack Protection dashboard. You'll also notice the list of security controls that can be applied to him, as well as the risk reduction score for each of them. This means the number by which the risk will be reduced for him if each of these security controls is applied. Not only do we allow organizations to look at risk by the user level, we also look at risk in different ways, by business function, departments, Active Directory groups, custom groups, special groups, and even countries. For example, you'll notice that if we look at the Department of HR, we'll also get a full list of everyone who belongs to this user group, their vulnerabilities, security controls, and privileges. For security controls, not only do we have risk reduction scores, we also help you determine which users it should be applied to, which it has already been applied to, and any users that you wish to mute and not apply these controls to. Let's delve into vulnerabilities. How do we know what the categories are? These are common categories of vulnerabilities that apply to all the users in this HR group. And you'll notice that clicker vulnerability shows up as the #1 vulnerability. This means that users are likely click-happy and have failed security awareness training. And so this allows you to see who's part of the school vulnerability category and delve into their user record for more information. We also show the risk score for each of these categories, the number of people who have been affected by it. Under privileges, we can see not only the custom group, but also the breakdown by role of all the people that belong to this group of HR. Perhaps one of the most useful things that we can do with Nexus People Risk Explorer, aside from knowing which security controls to apply, is to delve deeper into our Trendings view. This Trending tab allows us to look at a visual representation of vulnerability attacking privileged risk variables and risk changes over the course of a period of time. You can modify the date range here using the calendar, but let's, for example, look at the entire month of June in 2021. You'll see that if you hover over each of the specific days or bubbles, you'll get the exact risk score for vulnerability, attacked, and privilege. And you can select and deselect any of these values if you wish to take further comparison. By hovering over any dips or increases, you can also see which day this happened at. So you can then go back to the main view and look back at the snapshot of what each of the security controls, vulnerabilities, attacks, and privileges look like on this particular day. Not only that, but we also have a target group's mind graph here, which shows the changes in group membership for all users in the different bubbles. And you can select and deselect also based on what you're interested in looking at. Best of all, it only takes a couple of clicks to click on these 3 line icons and download and see these images for easy use and integration into PowerPoint presentations to executives in the board. Identifying and practically tracking potential sources of people risk continues to be a challenge for organizations, added onto by the constant change in user behavior and roles. Nexus People Risk Explorer aggregates data insights from Proofpoint products to provide a people-centric view into risk within your organization. We are the only cybersecurity company in the market who provides insight into your people risk. This helps security teams prioritize resources to focus adaptive controls on the riskiest of users, with the end goal of protecting people and the data they create and access, thus reducing organizational risk overall. To learn more, visit us at proofpoint.com.